Oh boy, the weatherman said we were supposed to get 4 inches of snow last night. For some reason, I don't think we got it. Hey, whoa, I didn't see you there. Sneaking up on me like a bunch of creeps. What are you doing? But since you're in here, I'll show you what I've been getting into. I was going to do a review on this chainsaw, but I kind of can't do that right now. This is my Holzfforma G660 chainsaw. Currently tore apart. Why? Well, I couldn't start it. Couldn't figure out why. Messed with the carburetor, messed with this and that. I thought it was clutch issues, fixed that. Still wouldn't start, and so I pulled apart the piston, or the head. This is the intake side of the piston. That is what it's supposed to look like. That's the exhaust side. It is not supposed to look like that. Whoops. As much as I want to say, oh yeah, it's the cheap Chinese chainsaw's fault, probably wasn't. In fact, if I looked in here, the actual head itself, which I kind of need light, it don't look too bad, except for the side that, that matches that, which would be, I think that side. Yes. This is not the chainsaw's fault at all. Okay, maybe a little bit, because I did notice, like, the exhaust side did seem to have a little rough spot. I'm not rubbing the exhaust side at all. Right there, right where my finger's at. Did seem to have a couple rough spots, but there's like no sign that it was close enough to the inside where it would have caused that. I'm going to say this is from milling a hickory. I ran it hot, and I did not stop. That is completely dumb on my part. Yes, that hickory that I showed off in my last video. I can run that softwoods back there, run the saw all day long on that stuff, and it does not give me any issues. Start doing hardwoods like hickory or oak, it's like every time I work on a hardwood like that, I have issues. Well, this time this is an expensive issue. Well, not really expensive in the way that the parts are expensive, because they're really not. It's one of my great things about this saw is parts are kind of cheap for it, even to get OEM steel parts for it. But now I can't make money with this. I could be out milling, getting product to sell, but now I gotta wait till parts come in. But that's okay. I got a big bore kit coming in. I'm going to mod the muffler, open it up a little bit so it can breathe better. I think that's part of the reason why it's running hot, because it is choked up a little bit with the exhaust, but I think that's because they have to deal with some emissions junk. So it's definitely going to get opened up. And when I do that, then I will do an actual review on the chainsaw. Take care of your tools and don't be abusive to them. Maybe what I ought to get into is trying to figure out where the weak spot in the fence is. Because I always got ducks out. I don't mind the chickens being out, but the ducks I'd like to keep inside. Can I talk? Can I talk? Are you going to be just loud and obnoxious? Yes, they're steady going to be loud and obnoxious. I think I found a weak spot. I know about that, but I ain't too worried about that because the ducks can't really jump over that. They can try, but I probably will reinforce that with another post because it's kind of falling down. I think this is the main spot they've been coming in and out of. I'm probably going to do the rest like I did all that way up there, just take some boards underneath it. It's just a temporary fix until I, finish the actual fencing. I guess I probably ought to put them back in the pen and watch and see where they try to get out of. If I fix that spot, they'll probably go to it. Then they'll go to their second favorite spot to get out. So I guess in the pen they have to go, and they're going to go on the other side of the house where they'll go into the neighbor's property. I got to do this slowly. Oh, they're steady going to go over to the neighbor's property. Great. Guys are a bunch of troublemakers. You guys noisy. You guys escape artists. Why do I have you all? Oh, there they go. They're going to beyond the fence. Hey. You done? Well, maybe I'll wait until later on to put them back in the pen. I really ain't got much of a choice. I can go over there and round them back up, but they don't really listen over on that side because it's way too wide open. They'll run along the fence, come around, go back over there, and it's just a mess. So I kind of have to wait until they get up to this area. Then I can come from that direction and guide them down into the gate on the other side of the house. Look at them. The ones that are inside are like, what are you doing? Come back. Now they're just going to stand there and stare. I don't know how well it's going to show up on camera, but down here it's like 50 degrees. Right up on the mountaintop over there, you can just see the trees are covered in ice. It's actually really pretty. Now you guys were quiet until I got the phone back out. You just wanted to be camera hogs, don't you? Be quiet. Yeah, mountains. They're mad because the other ones are out of the fence. What are you doing, little duck? Jumping around. Just having a good old time, ain't ya? Whoa. Whoa. They're getting all wound up. That one thinks it's funny. Well, here we are a day later. I thought I fixed where they was coming out at, but apparently not. Bunch of troublemakers. Back to the drawing board, but that's going to have to wait because I got a truck to clean out. I'm trying to sell it. You guys are off the hook for now, I guess. Hi, chicken. You better run. Probably laying eggs under there. I can see they've been digging it out. Easter egg hunt. Yay. I just got me a box in the mail. Look what it is. Oh, if I can get it out. What a fail. There we are. Big Barquette. Out with the old. Imagine some tumbling there. I don't want to throw it off because I got to pull some parts off of that first. And in with the new. That shouldn't take me too long to unwrap her and put it on the saw. Maybe do a little bit of cleaning before I do that, just in case. This will keep me busy for like 20 minutes or so. Well, there she is, already put back together. Well, except for the guard, but I'm probably going to leave that off for now. However, we'll say with the kit I got, I don't even know what company I got it off of. You can tell that the piston and the head, like the inside diameter, was just slightly larger, which makes sense because this should be a 56 millimeter compared to the stock 54. Seems to me that I've only lost my 2 little bolts for the muffler. That ain't bad. Not for having something tore apart for 2 weeks, which, actually looking at it now, maybe that's them right in front of me. But either way, I'm going to mix up some little bit of a richer gas and try to break her in. Maybe let her idle for a while. And maybe cut some firewood with it before I go back to milling. Yeah, I probably shouldn't be milling with the saw to break the new head in until it's got a couple fuel tanks worth of gas through it with a richer mixture. Especially with milling up this hickory. It's kind of hard, especially hard on the saw. And I think that's part of the contributor to this failure. And that's probably a little on the harder side to see. But it actually looks like the exhaust port had some rough castingness to it. That may have contributed to the failure. I'm not sure. So if you guys are interested in getting the Holzfforma for yourself, this might be something you want to do. If you're mechanically inclined to do so, pull the head off and check it. Both the intake and exhaust. I am not going to blame that failure on the manufacturer though, because I definitely did run that saw full bore trying to mill that stuff up, and I was not giving it a break at all, and that's partly my fault. And considering all my chains are full comp, like not skip tooth, I got them aggressive, I have the rakers filed down a good bit, so I was pushing that saw to the limits. Maybe I'll get this saw running tonight, and I'll see y'all on the next one, maybe for a review. I don't know what I'm doing in the next week, so see y'all later.